Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing? So listen, stop wanting. Do you hear me? Stop wanting. Now you may say, but Sheena, you tell us, what do you want? What do you want? That's what Bob says. Tell me what you want. That's just the initial hit. Yeah? Remember that your conscious mind is 2%, your subconscious is 98%. Your subconscious is running the show. Your conscious mind is just to make a decision and to tell the subconscious what to do. And any idea that is either feared or revered will seek to demonstrate itself in any way possible. Okay, so feared or revered. What is going on inside of you? Which has the higher vibration? Your fear or what you're revering, what you want? What's got the highest vibration? I guarantee you that the highest vibration is winning because you're feeding it. And if you're feeding fear, which is so easy for us to do, isn't it? We just feed the fear, feed the fear. We use our imagination to feed the fear even more. So the trick is to stop wanting. Wanting is a mental game. It's a mental game. Because when we're in want, see, here's the thing. You ask your mind for something or for the solution to a problem, and it doesn't have it. Of course it doesn't have it, because you wouldn't be asking the question in the first place if your mind had the answer. Then you beat yourself up for not having the answer, and you feel shame and guilt. You see, what I realized is that so remember, I can only speak my own truth. Don't believe a word I say. But I know that this resonates. Is that while I was in want, I was addicted to wanting. Because that want would then, whenever there was loads of money, then my ego would go, well, I want a bottle of champagne, I want to do this and I want to do that, and I've got the money and I can afford to pay for it. Then when I had nothing, I just want the money. I just want it. I want this, I want that. Why can't I have it? Oh my goodness. Up and down, up and down. So what did that cycle bring me? What did that bring me? Can you imagine? So when I had the money and I spent it, now this is all related to things that, I could tell you stories in the past, but that's okay, because it is only now what I'm dealing with. And then, so that would be like, I'd get it, and then I go, oh, did I spend too much then? Didn't really need to spend that much. Well, I wish I hadn't spent that much. So I would feel guilt and shame. That's when at the top. Then when I was at the bottom, guess what I was feeling? Guilt and shame. So it's like my body had got addicted to feeling guilt and shame. Does anybody recognize what I've just said? So you think that you want that wine, or you think that you want the expensive meal, you think you want the expensive clothes, and it's want. You think you want to stuff yourself full of food. You think you want that person in your life. Oh my goodness, it's just a mental game that's driving you crazy. When we get really connected, and here's what the thing is, that want, that's forcing it into your subconscious, and your subconscious will do whatever you want because it knows then that it's craving the guilt and the shame after. So you go and do it. And then you feel the guilt and shame, and then you beat yourself up. So the cycle is want, get, beat yourself up. Rind and rind and rind and rind. There is a way out of that. It involves dropping into our heart. Now, some of you don't like to do that. And some of you might be watching this and kick this program off. Let me tell you, that's your paradigms, that's your programming. Don't get into my heart. I'm strong enough minded. I can make things happen. I don't need this feeling nonsense. It's the feeling that is getting you the results. It is the feeling that is making everything happen. And unless we understand and feel what we're feeling, not what we're thinking, remember that's 2%. What we're feeling, feel into our results. See, I know I do the program with Bob, it's thinking into results, but we must have the initial thought, which will trigger the feeling, rather than what we do is literally get the feeling. We're so habitual going round and round in circles. Yes, thank you. So I can nearly say your name there. Sanai, lovely to meet you. It is awareness of the feeling is everything. Yeah. Awareness of the feeling is everything. How are you feeling today? Imagine if you just decided that you were going to feel good. So there's 3 things to get in balance, isn't there? There's the head, the heart, and the gut. And your gut's been telling you things, and you've been bypassing it, and you've been going off and doing it anyway. And you've been out of alignment, and you're getting the same results coming back. Just for this weekend, just notice what patterns of behavior you're in. So think of this up and down curve that I showed you, yeah? Think of your behavior when you're on a high, and think of your behavior when you're on a low. Because what it's doing is it's evening out at a certain level. Oh, do you see the sunshine coming through now? Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it absolutely beautiful? So think of where you level out, because that's where your paradigm is. That's where your paradigm wants to be. It's so you go on a high and you go on a low. So let's just do that today, rather than me giving you how do you get out of that. Let's just have that awareness of your emotions during a day. Because that's, even though you may think, well, I've got a brilliant attitude. Oh my goodness, I've got a brilliant attitude. And I know you've got a brilliant attitude. But your attitude is a composite of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. What is your attitude? You see, people would say, Sheena, you've got such a positive mental attitude. Oh my goodness, hell yes, and so have you. Yeah? So have you. News today. Well, we'll have Andrea, actually just allow the feelings. Don't fight them. Allow them, Andrea. You know, when my mum died last year, and obviously going across to the funeral, and shame you couldn't have a big funeral and a big wake. It had to be like that. But on the day of the funeral, so the training that I've been given with working with Bob helped me to sit back from my body, because I knew that it was going to be a difficult day, but I allowed myself to have that time. I allowed my body to purge and do whatever it wanted, but I stepped back and became the observer of my body, Andrea. So when you cannot be your body and get involved and get sucked in and go down into the pit, you can still cry. You can still let it go. We're a spirit in a body, and your body has needs and wants. And when we try to fight that, we just end up with resistance and we just feel worse. So whatever your body wants to do, Andrea, just ask it and let it and go, you want to cry? Cry. You want to celebrate life? You see, we think that death is the end. Now, this is my truth. I believe that they just came here and completed what they wanted to do. Their soul's journey is finished. They completed what they wanted to do on this earth. And they've just moved out of form. That's all. We move into form, out of form, into form, out of form. So they're always there. You know, my mum, whenever she passed on, she came to me in a dream 3 days later. And she was the most beautiful, brightest, that I'd ever seen her in my whole life. I felt so peaceful for her because she was at peace. So we don't have to be our emotions. We can be the observer of our emotions, and we can enjoy the tears. We can enjoy the sorrow. We can enjoy being in a body. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Isn't that wonderful? Does that help you, Andrea? Reach out to me in a private message if you want to chat. I'm quite happy to, but that's how I dealt with when my mum passed over. And there's my brother's not very well at this moment in time as well. He's 57. And that's something else where you sit back and you be the observer. And you marvel at these beautiful emotions. We are energy in motion. Allow the happiness, allow the sadness, allow the confusion, because the opposite is resistance. And that feels bad. But allowing, you can step back, and it is a beautiful place to be. So with that, I need to get out of this. I don't need to get out of the sunshine, but it's starting to come in on me. Listen, have a beautiful day, and lots of love to you, Andrea, and lots of love to your family and friends, and have a wonderful day. Get outside in the sunshine. My goodness, we've got some sunshine. Isn't it wonderful? Have a blessed day. See ya.